Welcome to class today, geometry students, on this Monday the 20th. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're ready to go over some math today. Go ahead and get out your pens and pencils so we can take some notes on the announcements for today. So write down what you feel is important, and let's go ahead and get started. Here's the schedule for the week. On Monday today, we're going to look at two more ways to prove that triangles are congruent: ASA and angle side. On Tuesday, there's no class, no geometry, half a day of school, and by the way, that includes you students that are in first hour. I think that's Levi, and also the students who have fifth hour. You will not have a video to watch tomorrow, okay? So no video to watch. Whatever homework I give you today is not due until Wednesday, okay? Here's Wednesday's schedule. We're going to do a mid-chapter review. That's going to be a pretty easy day. We're going to quite often, if not always, do the mid-chapter review just to make sure we're really understanding the chapter, okay? So we'll just have homework only or a class work day only on Wednesday. On Thursday, we're going to have a quiz, and we're going to take notes called using congruent triangles, and we're going to have homework, okay? And on Friday, we will have notes on isosceles and equilateral triangles, no homework, okay? Now let me just have 1 second here, students, to talk to you about Thursday and Friday. Okay, first of all, volleyball players, I know you'll be gone these 2 days, okay? So make sure you're watching the videos over the upcoming weekend after the state tournament, okay? And guys, look what I've done here. I know there very well might be a fan bus going up Friday, and I want to encourage as many students as possible to go, okay? But I don't think it'll be every student in the school. And let me explain why. If we only have maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 students on Friday, why we still have class. Guys, if I was there on site as a teacher, we would still have class for just one simple reason. Parents are paying tuition money, okay? And it's not right for the students who stay behind to not do schoolwork, okay? That's actually ripping off the parents who are paying tuition money. I hope that makes sense. And so that's why on Friday we still have class. If I was there on site as a teacher and there were just 1, 2, or 3 or 4 students, we would still have class that day, because I would not want parents to not get their money's worth when they're paying tuition, okay? So that's why we do that. And notice what I did here for you guys. I actually moved the quiz from a normal Friday like usual to Thursday, so that the students who want to go up Friday, if there's a fan bus, and no one has said a word to me that there is, I don't know, I'm assuming that there might be, but if there is a fan bus, that way you can go up and you can watch the video over the weekend and not miss your quiz. Okay, now volleyball players, I know you'll miss both days. Really not a lot I can do about that, okay? But I did do this to help out, to encourage students to go to the game Friday if you're able to, okay? So just want to explain that to you, and let's continue on. I'm going to go ahead and pause a second while you get out your homework from over the weekend. Would you please make sure your name is on it? And here's the assignment. I'll go ahead and pause page 189, 311, then 15, 20, 24, and 25. I hope that you volleyball players were able to watch the videos over the weekend from Thursday and Friday. Okay, so important that you don't get behind, students. So important, okay? Very important. Okay, hopefully you guys have turned this in. I'm going to go ahead and move on. Incompletes are right down here. Let me quickly pull those up. If my computer's fast enough here. Now, if you students will listen, I will explain this really well, okay? Now, Jacob, this was due today, and so if this is not due today, this assignment right here, I am going to go ahead and just make that a 0, okay? That should have been turned in last week, so just so you know. Now, Michael Long or Cody Long, someone turned in a homework assignment that was not done all the way, about 45%, but there was no name on it. So you two need to look at this and just see who it belongs to, okay? Now the rest of you, it looks like they're all volleyball players. So students, please listen to me carefully. This assignment here that you missed was the assignment given on Wednesday. So you probably have this done somewhere. You guys were in class on Wednesday, so you probably did this, and you just couldn't turn it in Friday because you weren't there. Okay, and so check and see if you have this. But if you don't, that's okay. But it is due by Wednesday before you guys go out of town. So all of you volleyball players, make sure you get this turned in by Wednesday, or it will turn to a zero that cannot be made up. Okay. So this is from last Wednesday. You were there Wednesday, but you couldn't turn it in Friday. Okay. Now moving on. Those folks that missed the quiz, and once again, it's all volleyball players, which is totally fine, no problem. But guys, you must make up your quiz by Wednesday, or it will be a zero. Okay. So you must, excuse me, you must make up your quiz by Wednesday, okay, or it will be a zero. So make sure you do that. Miss Frampton has the makeup quiz, okay? All right. Now, the homework that we just turned in a second ago, right here, if you volleyball players did not watch the missed video from Friday over the weekend, then that's your fault for not doing that. You have to get this made up also by Wednesday, okay? This will have to be turned in by Wednesday. Okay, so make sure that you're working on all this and email me if you have any questions. Okay, let's continue on. Now, the video today is 19 minutes and 60 seconds long, so kind of a short video, and it's about learning two other ways to prove that triangles are congruent. The homework today is this. I'm going to go ahead and pause a second while you copy this down. So go ahead and copy down the homework, page 186, numbers 1 through 16 and 21 through 26. I'll go ahead and wait just a second while you guys copy that down. All right, let's continue on. You will have 4 proofs in this homework assignment, numbers 15, 16, 21, and 22. Okay, also numbers 23 through 26 will be challenging, okay? So please allow the help video to help you, okay? All right, moving on. The name of the class video for today is ASA postulate and angle or AAS theorem. So make note of this, and this is the video for class today that you're going to watch. The name of the help video, like usual, is Geometry Track 1 October 20th homework. Okay? Now, by the way, there is a video called Geometry Track 1 quiz number 4 corrections you can watch if you're interested in finding your mistakes that you took on your quiz. And by the way, you volleyball players that have not taken the quiz yet, you are more than welcome to watch this video. It's not long, probably 5 minutes, and I would encourage you to watch it. I think it will help you prepare for your quiz. Okay? But you're welcome to watch this. That would not be cheating. You're taking a different quiz. Okay, let's continue on here, guys. Here we go. Now, once in a while, I do a quick algebra review. I don't do this to be long-winded. I don't do it to waste class time. I just do it every now and then to keep your mind fresh on the algebra 1 or 2 that you had last year, okay? I would like you to take notes, so I do ask that you do that, okay? So please take notes. Go ahead and write down or copy down a coordinate plane in your notes. It looks like this, okay? Go ahead and copy a coordinate plane. And then go ahead and copy down this inequality system right here. Alright, all that I wanted to do is take a second and remind you how to graph an inequality system, okay? So please take some really good notes, or you can work at it if you want to, okay? Here we go. First of all, we have an inequality here, y is less than 2. Now what we do is we pretend for a second that we have an equal sign, okay? So y equals 2. So we come over here to y-axis, put a point at 2, and we usually draw a horizontal line. However, in this case, notice it says y is less than 2. Notice that it does not say y is less than or equal to 2. So because there's no line like this under the inequality, we have to use a dotted line, okay? So we put a dotted horizontal line going through the y-axis. Now notice it says y is less than 2. Because of that, we know that we're going to shade downward like this. Okay? So put some arrows. I would not shade yet, okay? That would not be a good thing to do, but I would put some arrows on the line showing which way you would shade if you were going to shade, okay? Now let's go on to the next inequality. Now I have x is greater than or equal to 2. So the first thing you do is you rewrite this with an equal sign, okay, just for a second. And you go to the x-axis of 2 and you put a point there, and you know you're going to draw a vertical line. Now this line will be a solid line because of the equal sign right here, the greater than or equal to symbol right here. So it will be a solid line that we're going to draw. Okay. There we go. And there we go. And notice it says x is greater than or equal to 2. So we know we're going to shade to the right because greater than would mean going toward the positive numbers, going to the right. Okay? So far we've just drawn a horizontal line, a vertical line, and now we're going to draw a slanted line, okay? Y is greater than x minus 2. So, very quickly I'm going to draw a table of values, and I'm just going to put in numbers like 0, 1, and 2. This will be really easy. 0, 1, and 2. Okay? So where the x is, I put a 0. Let's go ahead and rewrite this with an equal sign real quick. Okay, we'll put a 0 in for x. 0 minus 2 is negative 2. Then we'll put a 1 in for x. 1 minus 2 is negative 1. Then we'll put a 2 in for x, and 2 minus 2 is 0. Okay? So let's plot these three ordered pairs. 0, negative 2, 1, negative 1, and 2, 0. Now this will be a dotted line, students, because look over here, there's no equal sign under the inequality, okay? So here's the dotted line. And now students, whenever y is by itself, now listen to me carefully, if y was not by itself, you could not just look at this and know which way to shade. The only time you can look at a two variable linear inequality and know where to shade just by looking at it is when y is all by itself. So let me say that again. If y was not all by itself, you would not know which way to shade. You would have to do something called testing a point. We're not going to get into that today. But since y is all by itself, we do know which way to shade. Y is greater than x minus 2. So we're going to go up because it's greater than, okay? So let's see what we end up with, okay? This line here is saying to shade to the right, so this way, okay? And this line here is saying to shade down this way. And this slanted line is saying to shade this way. So the only area that all three lines agree would be right here. And so there you go. We're finished. So as a quick review on graphing linear inequality systems, okay? And I believe, hold on one second. Yeah, that's it. And so guys, have a good day today. You know which video to watch for today. You know what your homework is. So please work hard in class. And if you get time to work on your homework, which you probably will, take advantage of that and work really hard on your homework, okay? Have a good day and contact me if you have any questions. Oh, students, one more thing I just thought of, guys, volleyball players, don't forget, there's no class tomorrow, so all of your stuff is due by Wednesday. So make sure you're really caught up when you come to class on Wednesday, okay? Just a reminder, okay? All right, guys, have a good day.